Hey everybody, it's me. Just on the way to do my shopping for the week. It's about 9:20 in the UK on a Saturday morning, and I'm doing this in some sort of style of Some Guy 827 as walk and talks. Speaking of Stevie, I actually wanted to make this little response to him about his video about him channel getting the strikes and limiting his videos to 15 minutes, which has now been removed, which is cool. He's talking about the sort of automated processes YouTube have, and I do agree with him. This sort of complaint stuff should be checked by a human being and not by a machine, because machines just do what they're told. So if you tell a machine, somebody's used, say, copyright music, or somebody's reported a video as offensive or racist, and just go, yeah, that's correct, just assume that report's completely genuine, not a complete load of bollocks. But we all know that humans talk bollocks. I know I do it myself. And it's just in our nature. If we don't like something for some reason, we can make false complaints about them. This is also a problem on a forum that I frequent and post on. And what happens is that they have a post reporting system, and generally speaking, they have one for spam and one for abusive posts. Now, the spam one's automatic. It's done in such a way that enough people click on the spam button on a post that is spam, it gets removed from the board and then referred to the forum team to run it. Now, this forum's owner claims, we don't moderate our forum because that would make us legally liable for stuff. But it also means you're being lazy. There are people getting banned and their posts deleted or edited. How it's really bad because it's a consumer rights forum and money advice forum. Sometimes somebody will post a complaint with a company and say, look, I'm getting nowhere with this company's complaints process. What's my next step? And somebody might post back and say, well, actually, if you contact, say, the chief executive officer, the CEO, and here's their details, information which is actually under law in my country, a legal requirement to be publicly available. They get to post this information, the post gets deleted or edited without any explanation, just a note on the bottom by the bulletin software. V button, so the post has been edited, when and who by, but no, the reason actually is optional, which is kind of stupid. If you've got an option, you should always have to give a reason why, especially if you're one of the site staff, you should have to give a reason. They ban people without explanation, and you can't talk about people get banned from posting. It's bullshit. We do actually get the argument that, but it's their site, their rules. Well, that may be so, but every site owner has to comply with the law. The law of the country they operate in is far higher than their contracts in terms of service, because even customer-facing companies have terms and conditions. And certainly in the UK, quite a few of our companies have been caught out by this. They put terms and conditions in for customers to read and sign and agree to, and yet later on, when those are being challenged, somebody's had to look through and taken legal advice and they're told, yeah, there's something not right about that, and it's been challenged to a legal arena, court, or through solicitors or lawyers. It's found that that particular clause has been completely wrong and they shouldn't have had it in the first place because it's actually illegal. There's also the thing like for YouTube, although they're an American company, so they're subject to like the American federal legislation and the Constitution, they're also subject to something called United Nations law. America being one of the founder members of the UN and also one of the primary signatories to something called the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. You probably want to Google that, because I can put a link in the bottom. There's a very good chance the UN moves it by the time you see this video. They sometimes do this. They used to call it the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and I think they call it the General Declaration of Human Rights, and they changed it back again, I think, something like that. It's had a few names in its history. So what's actually happened is I think they've renamed the page a couple of times to keep up with that. There's a very interesting article in there regarding like people like us who make YouTube videos. It's called Article 19. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a sore throat. I think I've got a cold coming on. So yeah, that's very important because that guarantees the member of any UN member states. Sorry, cut that and I'll start again. That guarantees the citizens of any member state of the United Nations, especially the ones that sign up to that declaration, freedom of expression in media, which also will include YouTube videos, because that is subject to other legislation, right? You can't as well, but generally speaking, that means like the US First Amendment, you can say what you bloody want, really, as long as you're not depriving somebody else of their rights. So yeah, on a quick personal note, I know the political party leaflet review series has sort of seems to have come to a grinding halt. I apologise for that. We've had our voting about 2 weeks ago, well, just over 2 weeks ago. So I really do need to finish that series, but as if you've watched the introduction or a couple of my vlogs before that, you'll know I started a new job sort of about just over a week ago. So because of where that is, and in fact I got more commuting to do than I used to, I've got to go further. I just basically really only get the weekends to do the series, so hopefully within, I'll say, the next month or two, hopefully soon, I'll get the remaining videos. I mean, all the videos have been recorded, I just need to edit them together and put them up on YouTube. And of course, anybody who's got ADSL or broadband will know, uploading anything with ADSL, sorry, that was a lorry going by. It's like I said, walking to a supermarket, I've got to cross a couple of roads on the way. So I'm sort of looking to the side, not trying to watch out for traffic. And what's actually happened is that basically, yeah, it's sort of been eating into my time, really. And I'm going to cut that bit as well. So yeah, starting a new job with the commuting means I don't have as much time during the week to do the uploads, and because I'm doing it on ADSL broadband, of course anybody who's got that will know the upload speed is quite a bit lower than your download speed, because ADSL is optimized for, generally speaking, how you use the internet. So yeah, so I'm going to edit those videos down where I can, upload and publish them on YouTube, and that's series on. I think I'll actually do an epilogue type video as well, just to round the series off, just looking back at it and just sort of my comments of where I think I could have done it better. But yeah, so anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.